So here we are, a quick look inside of my games room. Still very much a work in progress. Just give you a quick pan round. That's where I keep all the disc-based stuff. There's all those horrible HD TVs. Bottle of beer, always necessary. Blind, keep that closed. And here's the chest of treasure. See Darth Vader there. He's looking after a copy of Air-Sea Battle. Rather scrumptious 2600. And there's a Mega Drive and a Mega CD. So it's a couple of televisions on at the moment. A spot of Last Resort on the AES on the Bang & Olufsen. And a spot of In the Hunt on the Sega Saturn. Just playing there. So start right over here. Just basically a tin plaque that my stepdad gave me years ago. Stubbs a Zombie poster from Lewis. Street Fighter arcade stick that I paid way too much money for. And a load of PlayStation games I don't really want, but here they are anyway. I bought them because they were cheap. And to be fair, I've had a lot of enjoyment out of playing them. I'm sure in the future I'll have a lot more enjoyment out of them, but I do prefer my cartridge-based gaming. Still some good titles there. Hopefully you can make it out, my dodgy camera work. I'm filming this on the iPhone, taking the advice off many other people in the video a few weeks back when I was asking about buying a new camera. I didn't end up buying a new camera at all. Just ended up eyeing up some really expensive video games. Somebody's just listed Twinkle Tales on eBay for £90 for the Mega Drive, and it might sound expensive, but I'm sure anyone who's actually bought the game will tell you that's not a bad price. So I think you've pretty much seen all these games apart from this one here, which came in the post today. It's In the Hunt for the Sega Saturn, and unfortunately I'm not too happy with it because of the amount of slowdown. Really pretty looking game, but there's a few Dreamcast games hidden in the bottom there. And here's the machine I said I'd never buy, an original Xbox. Didn't ever say anything about this when I went to a car boot sale the other week. Cut a long story short, the guy sold me it for £2, and it's absolutely mint. So it doesn't come with any leads or anything, but I thought I'd get it in case I ever need a main machine. So here's my PlayStation stuff, box G-Con, a couple of PS2 Slims, original Game Boy, that is mine from 1989 or 1990, that is the one I got. Some 2600 games, bit of point blank action, nice arcade stick, got that off Emo Joe. PS1 link cables, a box PS1 behind there, a couple of UMDs. Yeah, you probably can't see at the back, there's a few of those horrible yellowing SNES cartridges. A couple of Atari 2600 games, a few magazines and books. As you can see, some Saturn games, some 360 games. Probably the only two standout games for me would be these ones. Without a doubt, if you like shooters, you probably already know what they are. If you haven't got them already, it's probably going to cost you a fortune to get them now. But well worth picking up if you ever see them. So, got a few original Xbox games. Did take the advice of someone in the comments of my big sale video. He said you want to keep them Xbox games, and guess what? That's what I ended up doing. Mostly because nobody else wanted them, but there you go. So quite a few copies of the Time Crisis games. That is in the hope that at some point I've got the iLink cable, that I get two iLinkable PS2s and maybe link them up. So I've also got two copies of the original Taito Legends because I thought it'd be a good idea to try and get every single postcard. Not something I'm actively going to do, but it seemed like a good idea at the time anyway. Two Resident Evil 4s, just because one's limited edition, and two Outruns because that's link up. But yeah, I mean, I slag off the PlayStations and say I'm fed up with owning them just because the games are so cheap and you end up with hundreds of them, but there are some quality titles here. Try to only keep the best stuff, but sometimes, you know, I keep games for the comedic value as well. Certainly cooler than the original PlayStation. So this video is going on for ages, but I suppose that's what people want to see. So that's the box for the Street Fighter 4 stick. There's my fabled shopping trolley I got from a car boot sale years ago. So moving over to here is a Samsung HD TV. It's currently got nothing plugged into it, but easy to bring an Xbox 360 up here and get that plugged in. Get the arcade stick for a bit of shooting action if needed. Fan there, probably come in handy in the summer. And here's the remote control selection. Here's my latest addition to the family. The Bang & Olufsen B04. Landed lucky with this, £25. Someone had a telly on eBay, didn't sell with the remote, so I emailed them after the auction had ended and asked if they'd just sell me the remote, and this agreed to. Sony Trinitron, all for one. That works for a little 10 inches. And there's the remote for the Samsung. God knows if that even works, it's been a long time since we've used it. So here's a nice little oak table here. Handy for resting a beer on. And there's the modem that O2 gave me. So here's my leather office chair. It's been in a few houses over the years. A bit ripped on the armchairs. Still quite comfortable. There's the stall. You may have seen that in a pickups video some period of time ago. Still looking good. And here's a load of manuals I don't really want. A copy of Destruction Derby for the PC I don't really want, but cool box. That tub there, it's probably hard to see now at the back, is that's just full of controllers for different systems. And those two there, power packs in one of them and SCART leads in the other. They're all the games I got up for trade or sale, which you probably can't see. And the blind, as mentioned before. There's a spare AES controller, or player 2s. Here's the absolute jewel of the collection, this cupboard here. Some classics in there. Got the Lethal Enforcers box sets. Mega Drive. I only ever played it once. Neo Geo games, including Last Resort. Ninja Golf, cracking. I bought that, a hydrometer, so I can tell how warm it is in there, what the humidity is. Apparently the best temperature, the best humidity is between 40 and 60, so 53 is not bad I guess. So I'll open that up. So yeah, obviously got some lovely Neo Geo games. Cannot complain. Some fantastic Mega Drive titles. Still not got a cartridge of Double Dragon. I've got a mint box and instructions, so anyone's got one, let me know. Friend A Murphy sent me that Mario World. Not really played it yet, to be fair. Not really a game I've ever played, to be honest, Mario World. That is a classic, Atomic Runner. More people should be getting onto that, honestly. That game, it looks so nice. So, obviously, there's some spare tickets I had for replay. Pretty cool to have, actually. Might cost me about 20 quid, but still quite cool. Not many people have got those. Sonic and Knuckles, I landed lucky on that. Bloke at Leicester Market, I mean that is pretty much spanking. £2.50. Oh, it's got a little rip there. But anyone who collects Mega Drive will tell you that's, to get a copy in that condition is pretty hard work nowadays. So that's the cupboard there. Let's get that closed. So here's the two televisions. We've got the Sony Trinitron here. I've at the minute got my Sega Saturn and Super Nintendo plugged into this. Such a shame about this game in the hunt, honestly. It's such a quality game, but Slowdown's killing it for me. So here's the Sega Saturn. In its glory. I actually put the Action Replay 4-in-1 into the Sega Saturn memory card so I could have a black cartridge, but it's not. It's actually got the Action Replay thing inside of it. There's my AES with the legendary Last Resort in there. Easily the best game I own. Sega Saturn joypad, really need to get a joystick. And there's my C3PO. Funny story really about these. I'm the Darth Vader really. The C3PO, I got to a jumble sale once for about 50p when I was, God, I don't know, 7 years old. I don't know how old I was, but I was young. But here is the Pride. The Bang & Olufsen. The Olufsen. MX4002. I mean, just look. I don't know if my phone's got the quality of these scan lines on here. Absolutely fantastic. Really is clear as day. Gorgeous. I know a lot of people have got love for Sony Trinitron, but honestly, side by side, there is no comparison between this Trinitron and this. It's absolutely eats for breakfast. But yeah, that's my room. That's where I'm sitting, playing a bit of Last Resort. So hopefully you enjoyed it.